A day in the life of Warren Buffett. You hardly ever come across a billionaire that lives a completely modest life. A billionaire who eats regular McDonald's and lives in a $30,000 home. The 90-year-old Warren Buffett, also known as the Oracle of Omaha, is a spectacular man who's different from every other billionaire on the Forbes list. Buffett, who's the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway and one of the most successful investors in the world, has a net worth of $101.3 billion. One can't help but wonder, what does he do daily that helped him build such a fortune? In today's video, we're going to show you a day in the life of Warren Buffett. Spoiler alert, you may learn a few billionaire tips. But before we get into it, here's a quick reminder to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to TopWealth for more interesting videos just like this. Morning routine. Just like most billionaires, Buffett finds himself up at 6:45 every morning after getting 8 quality hours of sleep. For a man his age, it may seem uncomfortable, but that's how Buffett has lived his life for decades. Now, a typical morning for anyone would involve a morning cup of coffee or tea, some eggs, or anything regular. But not for Warren Buffett. Buffett has claimed that he has the diet of a 6-year-old child. Once he gets out of bed every morning, he grabs a can of Coca-Cola to start his day. While drinking his soda, he enjoys a morning read of the Wall Street Journal, USA Today, and Forbes. Warren Buffett's breakfast option may come as a shock to you, but remember, he has the diet of a 6-year-old. He enjoys driving through McDonald's for his morning meals. His breakfast location and type aren't the only surprising thing about Buffett's morning meal. He may be among the richest men in the world, but Buffett is very frugal in his spending. Buffett's breakfast depends on the stock market for the day. When the market is down, he enjoys the $2.61 breakfast consisting of 2 sausage patties. On other days, he gets a sausage McMuffin with egg and cheese for $2.95. And on the days the stock prices are high, he treats himself to a $3.17 breakfast consisting of bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. He enjoys his breakfast with a second bottle of Coke. On a typical day, Buffett consumes 5 bottles of Coke, and sometimes he throws in a glass of strawberry milkshake. According to Buffett, his diet is based on an actuarial study, which shows that the lowest death rate is among 6-year-olds. Buffett said, "I decided to eat like a 6-year-old. It's the safest course I can take." After breakfast, he does some exercise as a means to counteract the effects of the McDonald's breakfast and Coke. A typical day for Buffett only begins after his breakfast and exercises. Afternoon routine. Warren Buffett doesn't roll into work until the markets open. You may be wondering why a man his age still takes on the responsibility of running a company. Buffett acknowledged in an interview that he doesn't need to keep working, but he sticks with Berkshire Hathaway because he loves it there. A day in Warren Buffett's office routine involves a lot of reading. He once said, "I just sit in my office and read all day." Buffett spends at least 80% of his office hours reading several things such as market materials, financial journals, and investor reports. When he isn't reading office-related reports, Buffett could either find himself reading a book or the newspapers. His favorite publications are the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, Washington Post, Financial Times, and the Omaha World Herald. Buffett prefers reading the news in papers than watching the news on TV. Reading is a lifestyle for Warren Buffett. In fact, during a speech at a graduation ceremony, he was asked about his secrets to successful investments. Buffett picked up a book and said, "Read 500 pages like this every day." Bill Gates, who's a close friend to Buffett, also confirmed Buffett's reading lifestyle. He said, "Warren follows his own advice. When he invests in a company, he likes to read all of its annual reports going back as far as he can. He applies his reading lifestyle into his investment strategies, and that has helped him build his fortune so far." Aside from his daily reading, Buffett also makes sure he has control of his time. He's well known for protecting his time and avoiding lengthy meetings that prove futile. He was described by Bill Gates as a man who knows what he likes to do, and what he does unbelievably well. During his lunchtime, Buffett sticks to his regular McDonald's menu, and he loves to share it. He's been known to take people out on a treat to McDonald's. In fact, Bill Gates once wrote in a letter to Buffett, "Remember the laugh we had when we traveled together to Hong Kong and decided to get lunch at McDonald's? You offered to pay, dug into your pockets, and pulled out coupons." Despite his billionaire status, Warren Buffett remains a traditional man. Evening routine. When he steps out of the house each day, Buffett aims to achieve one goal, and that is to make top-quality decisions. For Buffett, he doesn't need to make good decisions daily, but making 3 good decisions in 1 year is more than enough for him. Work hours end for Buffett between 5 and 6 p.m. after a day of reading and brainstorming decisions. On his way home, he may stop by McDonald's for a meal. Just like his friend Bill Gates, Buffett enjoys unwinding after work over a good game of bridge. He loves the game so much that he once said, "You know, if I'm playing bridge and a naked woman walks by, I don't ever see her." If he isn't playing a good game of bridge after work, Buffett may spend his time playing the ukulele, a skill he picked up that helped him win his first wife over. In fact, he once strummed out a duet with Bon Jovi for charity. If he's doing neither of these, then he probably has a book in his lap, relaxing in the calm of the evening. Most billionaires don't value their sleep. In fact, many of them claim they make more money during hours that the average person is asleep, but not Warren Buffett. Buffett claims that he values his sleep. He said in an interview, "I get quite a bit of sleep. I like to sleep, so I will usually sleep 8 hours a night." Buffett retires to bed at 10 p.m. and he spends at least half an hour reading. By 10:45 p.m., he drops the curtains for his day. One thing Warren Buffett's daily routine shows us is that you can live a simple life even if you're one of the richest men in the world. Also, that you can be the world's most successful investor while living life on a 6-year-old's diet. That's a wrap for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the little notification bell for TopWealth. We have loads of exciting content for you, both here and on the way.